Okay, so shortly after leaving New Orleans, I went back to Miami because I had to go back to the doctor's office. So one of my first real doctor's appointments, once the baby got bigger, he came home with me. Matt came home with me, and we brought the dog, and we went to go see and got an ultrasound of my little baby. And this was like the first one. Look at him. And yes, I didn't know it was a little boy at then, but I ended up finding out he's a little boy. Maybe that's the day. I don't really remember. So August, I stayed home for a while. I took my place off of Airbnb so I can stay at my place. Then I came home to make some oils, make sure inventory was right, make sure the operation was good. I started writing down things like I was gonna make my own oil. My homegirl, she was showing me how to make oil, so I had started to make a little hair oil for Knotless K. Y'all, I thought I was a Savage Fenty model. I was ordering me Savage Fenty so I can feel cute. Cause that Savage Fenty feels so good, okay? While paying, still paying my Amex cards down because they was on me. I'm like, no, I gotta pay them back. I signed up for they payment program because of course I was not about to. One thing about Amex, whatever you spend, you gotta pay back within that month. So I was not about to spend $80,000. Pay $80,000. I said, what y'all got for payment plans? This is COVID, okay? We in COVID. Here are the pictures that the guy took for $5,000, okay? Y'all, I was upset because I'm like, I could have did that. I could have did better than that. The stuff I wanted, he hadn't did correctly. I was so irritated. Wow, okay, great. So, let's see. That was August. September. So September, I actually ended up coming back to Detroit because I was getting closer and closer to my due date. My due date was December 21st. My December was December 14th, 2021. And I couldn't fly at a certain point. So I decided to come back home so I would just be situated with my family and everything and comfortable so when a baby was coming. And I decided to have my baby at home. So this whole time, when I was flying back and forth, I was having midwife appointments and meeting with my doula too at the same time, making sure the baby was okay, making sure everything. And I was stressed out, y'all. I was calling them. I was like, y'all, okay. They're like, well, you got a support system. That's why, because they knew Mac was an asshole. Everything. He was so retarded and just so stupid. They literally told him everything. Even if you tell somebody, they gave him the book, the blueprint to do while I'm pregnant and how to make me feel and, do the right thing. And he just didn't, So this was one of the last days of me in Miami working out. Before I came home, I was doing some yoga. While we came home, here I am at the beach. At the pool, enjoying the sun. So when I came home, I took my place off of Airbnb, of course, because that's where I planned on having my baby. And I just enjoyed my friends and family up until that point. So my friends, they threw me a beautiful baby shower. They threw me a beautiful baby shower. It was in November 20th. My closest friends and family. It was not big or crazy. It was literally perfect. I always wanted a little small something, if I would have had a house, I really would have just wanted a basement baby shower with, spaghetti, the salad your auntie done made, everything like that, the good vibes before it was all you gotta be all fancy and stuff. That's just not me and my vibes. So I was just here waiting on having a baby, y'all. I was waiting. So the whole time, even when I came back from Miami, Max stayed. He didn't want to leave Miami. He wanted to stay with the lifestyle and told me he'd come back sooner to, me having a baby. So he was there for the baby shower, but again, y'all, standoffish, sitting down, not talking to nobody, just literally observing, just sitting there, everybody okay, what's going on? Is he okay? Just sit there and just look like he lost. So he was there. While I was at home, I went to a couple events with gallery events and just chill stuff. So December 14th came. I didn't have a baby, it didn't come yet, but y'all, December 23rd December 24th in the middle of the night, woke up Christmas Eve, yes, and the party has started, okay? I called my doula first, then I called my midwife next, and y'all, it was crazy. I called him, actually I called Mac after I called my doula, and he was working with his friends, you know, some more guys working. He was never there, like, I mean, he was there, but not, like, he just always was working where he was at. So it was the middle of the night, and it was crazy because I kept calling him, and it felt like I couldn't sleep because he wasn't there yet, but I guess I was about to have a baby, so I was asleep, and I woke up, and something told me to get up. So I stood up. As soon as I stood up, my mucus plug popped, and I went to the bathroom, and I called my doula. She was like, okay, I'm on my way right now. Y'all, that was crazy, okay? Like, natural birth is not undoable, it's not unbearable, but it is something. You gotta go within yourself and really, okay, it was the hardest thing I ever did, but ooh, y'all. So the whole time, like, he was not present, okay, y'all? Like, how I say he wasn't present at any situation, he was still not present as we having a baby. Like, my dude was talking about, oh, go in the shower with her, let y'all have sex, this and that. He didn't want to have sex to help the baby and to help the baby feel better. Like, he was so just weird. Like, they're trying to get us to have sex, and I don't want to have sex and this and that. So he sat in the bathroom while I'm literally in excruciating pain in the shower, just, and he didn't rub my back, nothing, just sitting there. Then he watched TV, y'all. He slept. He smoked all my weed, y'all. He smoked all my weed while I was just going through the pains, lunging. I'm walking around the block. He walked around the block with me and my doula. But realistically, like, he was not there for real. He didn't invite his friend over. They watching a movie. Like, y'all, I had just gave birth. Like, I was in a pool. I was in a jacuzzi. But I couldn't give birth to him in the jacuzzi. I don't know why. It was just so hard. So my midwife and doula told me to get out the water. I got out. I couldn't stand up. I was squatting out the water. And then they took me to my room in the back. And I had him, like, within 3-4 pushes. Had to get stitches natural on my bed, y'all. 8 stitches. Like, I was so happy that I was at home. Like, no hospital. They didn't take my baby. My baby didn't get nothing. So he's just a natural baby, naturally here, just living. No vaccines, nothing. So, y'all, after that, I was in labor for 20 hours. After being in labor, he, like, when coming to, after stitches, after everything, his friend's still there. His friend finally leaves. The baby in the room sleep. I'm like, where's my weed at? He's like, oh, I smoked it, da-da-da-da. I go get you some in the morning. Y'all, I'm like, no, I want to smoke. Like, where's my stuff at? Like, go find me some, go get me some. And he wanted to lay next to the baby and told me to shut up and that he was tired. And I said, are you fucking kidding me? After 20 hours of fucking labor? Y'all, that moment, it was over, okay? At that very moment, seconds, his friend went out and got me some weed so I can smoke, okay? So, after natural labor, like, mind you, people don't do stuff like this. Like, no one does stuff like this. Like, no epidural, no nothing, just me and my thoughts and my strength and God, okay? And he didn't want to have me smoke a joint after all that. Like, y'all knew it was over, okay? So then, boom. 24 hours post-baby, pre-baby, post-baby, right? He like, okay, I gotta, like, my midwife told him, like, she just had stitches, she's had a baby, she don't need to do nothing. Like, you gotta cook, you gotta do this, like, 30 days, like, be there. You can't, she needs to focus on breastfeeding. That's hard enough. Like, she gonna be a breastfeeding mom and this and that. And y'all, the whole time he fought me about being a breastfeeding mom. Like, he had no information. He didn't research. He didn't do anything. He didn't want his baby to be breastfed at all. He just thought it was weird. He didn't want anybody looking at my boob. I'm like, bro, this is the best thing for our son. Like, this is literally the best thing that you could ever give a baby. And you don't want him to have it. He was just so negative about everything. Only thing he was positive about was making sure he was circumcised 7 days after he had him. Like, my baby was circumcised at home, natural, like, no medicine, no nothing. Like, the guy came to the house, had his whole setup. He worked for Beaumont Hospital, actually, but he does that and for, you know, home births and circumcises and does different procedures and will come to your house. So he did that. And yeah, after that,